Hey guys, I'm Puppet. I love wrestling. I watch it all the time. I watch Raw and SmackDown this week. Apollo's over there. He's ready to get into it. I want to get into it. Let's get into it. First up, guys, we're talking Raw, and I want to talk about Renee Young taking over as a permanent member of the Raw announce team. That is so awesome. I'm so hyped for that. Renee was great on NXT. She's been great backstage. She's been great on the kickoff panels. I think she's been great on Raw so far. Between her and Corey Graves, I think the future of wrestling commentary for WWE is looking bright. Anyway, guys, kicking off Raw, we got Braun Strowman coming down. He says, hey, hounds of justice, meet the dogs of war. The dogs of war, which I guess is the dogs are the rest of the dogs on the roster. The bad ones, the bad boys. So I guess the Braun Strowman stable is everyone else. Do you guys hear that truck? That's what I live with. That's my life. There's a nice horn for you. What a day. What a time to be alive. Anyway, here comes the Shield, and they've got axe handles. Axe handles? Jimmy? Kevin, are you back there? Kevin? Axe handles? Axe handles. Yeah, they've got axe handles. I mean, I know I said this on Twitter, guys, but actually it makes 100% sense that Dean Ambrose would have a duffel bag full of axe handles. I mean, guys, if you don't like a lunatic with a duffel bag full of axe handles, I don't know if wrestling is for you. Maybe that's the most true one of those I've ever done. Anyway, all the boys are here. It's going to be a war at Hell in a Cell. Here we go. Next up, guys, I want to talk about the kids from the Connor's Cure segment here. Obviously, those kids are amazing. That charity is wonderful. I know we aren't all in a position to give, but if you are, it's run in partnership with the V Foundation, which has an amazing track record. The Jimmy V Foundation. You probably saw Jimmy V's speech at the ESPYs, his famous speech. Anyway, this is a truly wonderful thing that the WWE does, namely Stephanie and Triple H, who set it up. I know most of you know because I went through one of them with you guys. But if you're new, you should know that I've had cancer twice, so I admit that I'm a little biased towards this issue, but I know the impacts, and they are profound, not just physically, but mentally. So any money that can go towards research to lessen the impact of this disease, especially for kids, to streamline some treatment so that kids can get back to being kids faster, that's money well spent. So I encourage you, if you can, if you're able, look into Connor's Cure. It really is a great thing. Next up, guys, is the Authors of Pain and Squash. Squash! Next up, guys, talk about the Raw Tag Team title match here. We got Dolph and Drew versus the B Team. Okay match here, guys. That Dolph and Drew retained, but I love that the B Team's been putting up a good fight. Obviously, I love that the B Team had the titles for a little bit, and you know that was great. But I love that they continue to have matches on Raw. It's not like now all of a sudden. Sometimes teams like that, they lose the titles, Slater and Rhino, and then they just disappear. But I want to see the B Team stick around. I think they're both so talented. It'd be a shame to have them not around anymore. You know what I mean? Moving along, guys, to Kevin Owens versus Tyler Breeze. The match never even starts. Kevin Owens just straight up murders Breeze on the outside. By the way, guys, this is kind of beside the point, but Tyler Breeze has also been doing NXT tours. He's been doing the TV and the NXT tours. What a trooper that guy. I don't know. I don't know what the what he's forced to do or whatever. But that is a super talented wrestler. I just love seeing him around. I really do. Anyway, KO says now he has free reign to do whatever he wants, and he's gonna just hurt people left and right. And you know whose fault it is? It's Bobby Lashley's fault. Why? Because he hurt his best friend Sami Zayn. I love it. Oh, those murder husbands. I love them so much, my Canadian murder husbands. Keep it going, fight forever, be friends forever, or fight. I don't care, just do it, do something together. Next up, guys, I do want to talk about Chad Gable and Bobby Roode versus the Ascension here. Quick and good, solid action here. Gable gets the win for him and Bobby Roode. I like all these guys. I love the Ascension. Obviously, their NXT run was amazing. But I think this is really big for Chad Gable. He gets to spend a little bit of time under that Bobby Roode learning tree. I assume that that's very valuable in that business to have a veteran kind of take you under his wing, and I hope that's happening with Bobby Roode and Chad Gable. And honestly, I'm cool with Gable and Roode being a tag team for a while, maybe getting a title run, getting a shot at the titles, or I'm cool with this thing imploding right away and we get a heel turn from Bobby Roode and it's just Bobby Roode versus Chad Gable. What a great little feud that could be, huh? Next up, guys, we got Mick Foley coming down, interrupting Elias. What a great snacky cake promo this was from Mick Foley. He's going to be the special guest referee at Hell in a Cell for Braun versus Roman Reigns. That's awesome. It was great to see Mick on Raw. Like I said, just a great emotional, raw, real promo. Something Mick Foley obviously is famous for. He's one of the best of all time to ever do it in the ring and on the mic. And also, I don't know, I know Mick had some surgeries and stuff, but he looked really good. By which I mean he was moving around really good. He wasn't, he didn't look like he was in pain moving around. I don't know if he was or not, but that was really nice to see for what I suspect is a lot of our childhood heroes. Lastly, guys, for Raw, our main event wasn't really much of a main event. Braun Strowman just came to the ring, and then Roman showed up, and then Roman Samoa dropped Braun Strowman through the stage. That was weird. More on this when I get to SmackDown in literally 5 seconds, but this was a weird week heading into a pay-per-view, I thought. What did you think? Let me know in the comments, and be sure to like, follow, and subscribe for whatever else garbage internet video thing I'm supposed to say. Guys, what is this life we lead? Just have fun. Can we just have fun and be nice? Who came up with the rule that you have to say like, follow, and subscribe? There's all these rules. All these, we got to burn it all down. We got to start it again. From the top. Okay, guys, anyway, moving on to SmackDown, we got Jeff Hardy in the ring. And then Jeff Hardy's he's a really weird promo. It's like, I'm going to see it I'm going to hell, enjoy the show. I'm going to hell, enjoy the show. I don't know. I loved it. Anyway, we got Jeff Hardy versus Shinsuke Nakamura. Really long match here, guys. There was like 2 or 3 or 6 commercial breaks during this thing, which never helped. I know they do that picture-in-picture commercial thing. I hate that. You can't really focus on the match when that's happening. I feel bad for the guys and girls that have to have a match during one of those things. But anyway, they were really cooking with gas towards the end there. There was sort of a fast and furious finish brewing, but then here comes bad boy Randy Orton. He interrupts things. He beats up Jeff Hardy for a little bit, which is what a heel should do. Right when it's getting good, he stops it. What a bad baby boy. What a bad boy. Bad snake. Bad snake boy. You're a bad snake, Mr. Orton. But anyway, Jeff Hardy wasn't going to stand for this. He got the upper hand for a little bit. We got chair shots. We got swantons. It's going to be a war, hopefully, at Hell in a Cell. I hope they have a great match. I really do. Next up, guys, we had Charlotte Flair versus Sonya Deville. I don't know what I'm talking about here. Obviously, I've never wrestled in my life. I have no right to criticize a wrestler or whatever, but it did seem like these two ladies just weren't on the same page last night, and that happens. That has to happen every once in a while. That being said, I really like seeing Sonya Deville in a good match with someone like Charlotte Flair, because that only is going to make her better, and it's only going to make the health of that division better. Like I always say, the more people that you have that are talented, that can really go, the better the division is. I mean, that's just simple math? Is that math? Anyway, Charlotte gets the win here, guys. Then Becky Lynch comes out of the crowd. She was in a disguise the whole time. She beats up Charlotte Flair, puts her in the disarmor. We're going to get... I'm really looking forward to that match at Hell in a Cell. Charlotte Flair and Becky Lynch, I hope they tear the house down. I think that they could steal the show. I hope that they do. Charlotte's had her fair share of moments. Becky Lynch has sort of been left out of some of those moments, which is kind of the basis of this feud, and she deserves, and I hope that they can really tear it down on Sunday. I can't wait for that match. So want to lump all this together here, guys, with the Joe and AJ dueling pre-taped promos here. I want to, talking about the sort of non-main event on Raw. We had this sort of weird out of the crowd altercation between Becky and Charlotte. Then later in the main event on SmackDown, we sort of have some weird nonsense as well. This was just a strange build-up to a pay-per-view, right? I'm excited for the show. I think Hell in a Cell could really be good. On paper, it looks really good. I'm excited for these matches, but nothing on these shows this week made me extra excited. Does that make sense? You know what I mean? It was just like Raw wasn't, yeah, you know, and then SmackDown, it was like, they sorta built, there was better Joe promos and AJ promos before this, and there were better Becky Lynch and Charlotte promos before this. Why weren't the best ones 1 week before? That's probably a kind of a ridiculous question to ask. It's sort of like, you know, you can't always capture lightning in a bottle, but it just, I don't know, guys. I don't know. Next up, guys, we had The Bar versus Rusev Day to see who's going to take on The New Day at Hell in a Cell. Pretty good match here, guys. Not a snacky cake like I wanted. I do got to say, I love Kramer Kingsman. I do love me some Kramer Kingsman and the special New Day announce table. Anyway, hopefully they're saving up that snacky cake tag team match for Sunday, which I think Rusev Day and New Day can really have. I can't wait for that match. Even though The Bar losing means Cesaro is not going to be in that match, which is always a negative. When Cesaro is not present, you know, that's not good. Cesaro should always be present. Moving along, guys, to R-Truth versus Andrade Cien Almas. A quick match here, guys, but really liked this. And I'm talking about this because I wouldn't mind seeing this turn into a legit feud. Can you? Those would be quick, fast-paced, really fun matches on, you know, in the middle of the show, the start of the show, whatever. That would be really fun to see, I think. And not only could you have, you know, Andrade Cien Almas in there with R-Truth, who's a crafty veteran. You know, they can teach each other things, have some great matches. You can simultaneously build up that Carmella and Zelina Vega feud. It's just smart, it's efficient, and I love efficiency on my TV. And lastly, guys, for our main event was Maryse versus Brie Bella. Similar to the Raw thing, we didn't really get a match here. We didn't really get much of a main event from either show, but still, I'm of course looking forward to that mixed tag, Maryse and The Miz versus Brie Bella and Daniel Bryan at Hell in a Cell. I think that's going to be really fun. It really should be. We'll see. But again, like I said, nothing from that main event made me want to see it more, but I already want to see it, so I'm in a vortex of confusion and excitement. I'm gonna let that sit. All right, guys, pretty much it for my thing this week. Thanks so much for watching. I'm sorry I missed last week. It is out of my control a little bit. I'm busy. I got work. I'm doing this online class to learn how to do computer coding, SQL, and Python. Hit me up if you know how to do that. I'm gonna need your help. I'm figuring it out. Select if then else. Okay, I'm Puppet. Dig it. See ya.